Hi friends, I'm Dr. Pratap Singh Rathod. I have done MD in Pharmacy Medicine. And today we'll discuss about hurt. In that we'll discuss in detail about grievous hurt. Hurt is defined under 319 section 319 IPC. Is defined as causing bodily pain, disease or infirmity to any person. Like pulling of a hair of a person or transmitting any disease or sexual transmitted diseases or putting some deleterious substances to the food which may lead to infirmity that is causing ill to the person. Can be of two types, simple or grievous. Simple hurt, by definition, it doesn't come under any section, but it is an injury which is neither extensive nor serious and which heals rapidly without leaving any permanent deformity or disfiguration is considered as a simple hurt. So it is a form of injury which is neither extensive nor serious, but it will heal completely without leaving any visible scar. That is why it is called as a simple hurt. Next up to grievous hurt. So it is defined as 320 IPC. There are eight points in grievous hurt. Coming to one by one. First is the emasculation. So emasculation is deprivation of a male of masculine vigor. It may be caused by injury to the testis or by spinal cord at the level of L2, L4 vertebra. Because of that, the person may lose the sensation in the penile region, or or any injury which may lead to the person unable to perform sexual intercourse comes under this section. So this should be keep in mind that in this section only male castration comes under this clause. It doesn't include any female injuries. Next is permanent privation of sight of either eye. So permanent privation of sight of either eye includes any injury which loses the person's eyesight. So gravity lies in permanency as it deprives the use of organ of sight and also disfigures him. So it includes like abrasions leading to corneal surfaces or dislocation of the lens or breaking of zonules, retinas or corneal tears or an optical dislaceration also comes under these inclusions. So any injury which permanently makes the person to go blind it comes under this. This should be keep in mind that that should be permanent. But if it is treatable, it is also comes under as grievous hurt only. So for example, if there is any corneal injury is there, the person may unable to see. But if it is treated by corneal transplant, then also it comes under grievous hurt. Next is permanent privation of hearing of either ear. So here there is person is permanently deaf because of that injury, like blow on the head or ears, or blow which causes injury on a tympanum or ear ossicles or outer nerves. All this injury comes under grievous hurt. Next is destruction of permanent impairment of power of any member of joint. So here the person's use of limb or use of limbs and joints are impaired because of that injuries. So here it includes like cutting of any tendons along the root of its origin or between its insertion, or sometimes there is any injury which may cause permanent loss or the loss of the function of that limb. That all comes under this section and it's considered as grievous hurt. Next is privation of any member or joint. Here privation is the act condition results in depression or loss. So here the functioning of that member or joint is lost because of that injury. So here member means any organ or limb of a subject responsible for performance of distinct function. So any member like any organ like eyes, ears, nostrils, nose, mouth, which performs a specific function comes under this section. So any injury which causes the loss of the power or privation of that member or joint is considered as grievous hurt. And it also includes joint which may be small. Even the small joint injury may also comes under this. Next is permanent disfiguration of head or face. So here disfiguration means change of configuration and personal appearance of the subject by some external injury which does not weaken him or her. So any injury which causes disfiguration but does not cause disability that also included as grievous hurt only. So for example, there is a chopping of an individual's ear or nose which may cause disfigurement, or there is a long scar mark, large cut on the face, laceration on the face which may leave scar on the face, that also comes under as disfigurement. So any injury which doesn't leave any permanent scar mark is not included as a grievous hurt. Then fracture dislocation of any bone or a joint or a teeth. So here the any more bone, if there is a severe the hairline fracture occurs, that is considered as a grievous hurt. So it doesn't mean that fracture doesn't include or doesn't mean the bone should be totally break. It also includes anything which causes discontinuity in the bone is considered as a fracture. It also includes dislocation of a bone or a dislocation where the bone may come out from its socket, also included as a grievous hurt. Next, last point is any hurt which endangers life. So any injury which causes the person to endangers his life. It means that life is only endangered, but it is not taken away. So any injury which causes the person to have an injury like any injury to the major arteries in the wrist may endanger the life, but the person may not die immediately. So that injury is considered as a previous hurt. Or any hurt which caused the victim to be in severe bodily pain into for 20 days. So here mere stay in the hospital is not considered as a grievous hurt. Only is applicable only when the person is unable to follow his ordinary pursuits for 20 days. So ordinary pursuits means it signifies day-to-day personal activities of an individual like going to the toilet, having food or taking bath or wearing clothes. So it doesn't include going to the work, running, jumping or doing vehicles. So any person who is bedridden for 20 days with because of that injury and he is unable to perform his ordinary pursuits comes under grievous hurt. To summarize, so there is emasculation, permanent privation of either eye, permanent privation of either ear, privation of any member or joint. Then there is destruction of any member or joint. Then there is fracture dislocation, then disfiguration of face, and lastly the endanger any heart which endangers life causes victim to be in severe body pain where the person is unable to perform ordinary pursuits. This all comes under grievous hurt. So why grievous hurt? We have to classify hurt into simple and grievous is the punishment differs because of simple and grievous. So there are different IPCs related to that. So 321 IPC. So 319 IPC defines hurt, that is 399 319. 320 IPC defines grievous hurt. Then 321 IPC defines voluntary causing hurt. 322 IPC defines voluntary causing grievous hurt. 323 defines the punishment for causing voluntary causing hurt. So in this, the person voluntarily causes hurt, it is imprisonment up to 1 year with or without fine. Then 324 IPC defines voluntary causing hurt by dangerous weapons or means. So here the punishment is up to 3 years of imprisonment. So dangerous weapons or means has a separate definition for that. So dangerous weapons includes any instrument used for shooting, stabbing, or cutting, or any other instrument which is caused as a weapon of offense is likely to cause death constitutes dangerous weapon. So anything, any instrument, like if you take a pen, for example, or any stick. So if any stick is pierced into the eye, it is used as a weapon of offense. So it is used for shooting, stabbing into the eye, which can likely to cause death. So the person take a stick, stabs the eye, and it pierces some major arteries. The person may die because of immediate shock. It considered as a dangerous weapon. So even the stick can become a dangerous weapon. Then means of causing hurt or grievous hurt. Means includes something other than the instruments like fire, heated substance, poison or corrosives, explosives, or any substance deleterious to the body to inhale, swallow, or received into the body or by means of animal constitutes causing hurt or grievous hurt. So here means doesn't include only instruments. It may include fire, heated substances, poisons, corrosives, anything which is directed to the body like poison, or there is a poisonous gas, carbon monoxide, methane gases, which person may inhale or swallow, or it may be received from an animal. So received from animal like snake bite is there, or some poisonous spider is there. So any person takes that spider and put on the person so that it bites him. That is like it is a form of means of causing hurt in previous year. Those all includes as a means of causing dangerous injuries, dangerous weapon and means of causing hurt. Punishment for causing voluntary causing grievous hurt, which is imprisonment up to term of 10 years. So for simple, just for hurt, it is 1 to 3 years. For 1 to 3, simple hurt is 1 to 3 years. Grievous hurt is imprisonment up to 10 years. Then 1 to causing 325, 326 IPC, 325 and 326 defines punishment for causing grievous hurt and warranted causing grievous hurt with dangerous weapon or means. So as we define, dangerous weapons includes any instrument, means includes like fires or gas or anything. So here again it's punishment up to 10 years and also fine. These are my references. Thank you.